Hey guys, Mizukage here. I know I haven't uploaded a video in like a week or so. I tried to do a video on Boruto's tail, but it just wasn't working out. It just didn't work out at all. And also, I just haven't been wanting to make a video. That's another reason why I haven't, so, yeah. So, if you had the title, or if you didn't, we're gonna be doing What If Naruto Was a Title Shifter parts 5 or 4, I think it is. So, I think where we left off, we started the Tsunade retrieval arc. So yeah, that's where we left off. So, Naruto and Jiraiya are just wandering through the villages, trying to find Tsunade to the best of their ability. So, they eventually stumble upon this village, and they walk in the cafe to get a little break. So they walk in, and Jiraiya sees this blonde lady. He's like, "Yep, that's Tsunade, definitely." Naruto's like, "So this is a legendary signing, a drunk old bastard in a restaurant?" And Tsunade, hearing him, but gets a little offended, of course. Like, why wouldn't she? And she's like, "What you say to me, you little brat?" Naruto's like, "You heard me." And Tsunade being drunk, she challenges Naruto to a fight. So then, Naruto accepts this offer and he goes outside. So, Tsunade is trying to trying to intimidate Naruto at the start of the fight to set the tone for the rest of the fight. So then, as soon as the fight starts, she gets her finger and taps the ground really hard to intimidate Naruto. Naruto's like, "Is that all you can do? Tap the ground?" Tsunade getting a little mad. She starts charging Naruto full speed. See, Tsunade being drunk, she's not as fast as she normally is. So Naruto's able to dodge, just barely though, barely able to dodge. So Naruto's dodging and Tsunade throws a punch and Naruto catches it. But when Naruto catches the punch, it kind of breaks his hand a little bit since Tsunade uses chakra in a punch. But since she's drunk like always, she's not at full strength, so she doesn't have as much chakra in her punch. So Tsunade was like, kid, pretty impressive. Then Naruto his hand's a little harder, but you can still use it. So then Naruto takes this time to charge Tsunade himself. So when he's charging Tsunade, he's throwing hits on hits. Tsunade dodging, weaving easily. Then Tsunade sees an opening and punches Naruto. But then poof, it poofs into a shadow clone. And then the real Naruto comes from under the ground, grabs Tsunade's legs, and then another shadow clone comes up and is charging up a Rasengan. But the Rasengan fades last second, and Tsunade jumps up from Naruto's restraints under the ground. So then Tsunade's jumped up, and then Tsunade's planning on doing a downward punch on Naruto. Naruto, seeing this coming, thinks to himself, she's in the air. She can't dodge when she's in the air. So, as Tsunade's in the air, Naruto takes this as an opportunity to throw a few kunai and stuff up there. He throws a few kunai, but then Tsunade puts chakra in her arms, blocking the kunai. So after Tsunade done blocked the kunai and all, Naruto's like, I might have to try a different approach. So then Tsunade lands on the ground and they both have a stare. And Naruto thinking, I have to set up a plan. So Naruto makes around 8 shadow clones. And then Naruto has a vision of the 4th grade ninja war. Like, it was just a slight vision, just a little slight second. And then Naruto's running to himself, what was that? And then, I'm about to spoil some Attack on Titan manga for you guys, but like, the Attack Titan, its ability is like to see real like glimpses into the future. So that's what happened to Naruto. And while Naruto is like a little shocked that he saw something that he doesn't recognize, Tsunade used that as an opportunity to go over there and punch him, knocking him out. So freaking Naruto wakes up the next day and then he's like, I must have lost. And Tsunade, like, when she sees him wake up, she compliments him like, you did pretty good for a kid, even if I was young. And Naruto's like, thanks. So then Jiraiya asks Tsunade, you need to come back to the Leaf Village because Orochimaru just freaking did an attack on the Leaf Village and there are many injured and we need a professional healer like you. And Tsunade's like, if that boy right there learns to Rasengan in the first week, in the next week or so, I'll come back to the healing. So Naruto, hearing us, every day for a week, he's training with the Rasengan over and over and over and over. Shizune seeing this. Shizune eventually sees Naruto pass out from immense chakra loss with him spamming the Rasengan over and over. So Shizune takes Naruto to Tsunade, where Tsunade's like, he should be fine in the next 3 days or so. Time skip 3 days. Tsunade's about to take Orochimaru's offer until Kabuto goes for a hit on Tsunade. Kabuto could see that Tsunade wasn't about to heal his hand, he was actually planning an attack. So they were engaged in hand-on-hand combat. So Kabuto has the upper hand at this current moment. Yes. So they're going hand in hand. But Kabuto gets a sneaky hit on Tsunade's leg. So now that Tsunade's leg is injured, she really can't do much. So now that so Tsunade is like on the ground, and then Kabuto starts freaking cutting Tsunade with the chakra scalpel. And with Tsunade's like little pet peeve of blood, she starts screaming and then eventually passes out of shock. Then Naruto and Jiraiya come. Jiraiya fights. Tsunade's passed out and Kabuto's about to land like the final blow on Tsunade when Naruto comes in and blocks it. He takes the punch head on and then he grabs Kabuto's arm and judo slams him. So when he judo slams Kabuto, he's charging up for Rasengan. Kabuto is seeing this, a ball of chakra being formed. He's like, that must be pretty dangerous. So then Kabuto dodges it. So when Kabuto dodges, he gets a little cheeky chakra scalpel onto Naruto's leg. So Naruto, he hasn't noticed it yet, but he's limping. He hasn't noticed it yet since he's in the adrenaline. Then Kabuto goes for another hit on Tsunade. Naruto, not being fast enough to react, you already know what's about to happen. He bites his hand. when he bites his hand, a thing of lightning just appears at the sky. Lightning bolt shrieks up from the ground all the way up into the sky. And then, when the smoke or the evaporation clears, we can see a giant Attack Titan Naruto having Kabuto in his hand. Tsunade have already woken up at this point. It's in horror, basically. So Tsunade is like, so this must be Minato's son, because only the Namikaze are known to have that Kekkei Genkai of the Titan shift, though. So basically, Tsunade, a little in shock. Kabuto is in pain because he's getting squeezed by an Attack Titan. Makes sense. So basically, Naruto's picking up Kabuto, and Naruto, he slams Kabuto into the ground. Slams Kabuto in the ground, then keeps slamming him over and over again. And then eventually, last time, he picks him up and eats him. So Kabuto's dead. Orochimaru's seeing this. He's like, it's time to dip. But then Naruto, seeing Jiraiya not be able to hold Orochimaru by himself, he runs to Orochimaru's neck. Orochimaru is on top of Manda, trying to escape. He's trying to escape. But Naruto grabs Manda's tail and slams him on the ground. Orochimaru being a little injured, but Orochimaru is able to slither away while Naruto kept on slamming Manda over and over again. Then eventually Naruto bites Manda's head off and spits him out. So next thing then Naruto's Titan form, it falls. And then evaporation smoke is clearing, and we can see Naruto coming out of freaking the Titan's nape. Tsunade is running towards Naruto, like healing for any possible wounds. So basically, she sees that Naruto's perfectly fine. So basically, So Tsunade gives Naruto his her necklace and agrees to come back to the Hidden Leaf Village. So Naruto, he's happy because he learned a lot of seeing on it and he brought back a medical ninja. So, oh yeah, and the Itachi's thing, like, that all happened. I just forgot to mention that, my fault. So, yeah. Naruto's heading back to the Leaf, and then he goes to check on Sasuke in the hospital. So then Sasuke's like, fight me, Naruto, fight me. And Naruto's like, why? And then Sasuke goes all emo mode, like, because I need to prove that I'm stronger than you. Because if I can't even beat you, how am I going to beat Itachi? And Naruto's like, well, I don't know, but why do we have to fight? You're in critical condition because of Itachi. And Sasuke's like, no, Naruto, fight me. And Naruto's like, fine, on the rooftop, right now. And Sakura's confused, like, huh? Like, we don't gotta fight. But Naruto was like, no. So then they both bodies flicker onto the rooftop. And that's where I'm gonna leave you off with a cliffhanger no jutsu. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and that's the SomeMizuGaming signing off.